So here we are with the leg slide. Jillian's going to challenge her pelvic stability and her low back stability by moving her legs with the assistance of this wobbly ball. So just to kind of review Jillian's position before we get started, she is in a neutral alignment. She's got a small cushion under her head. That cushion helps take the tension away from her neck and the shoulders. It also helps her let that rib cage area be a little bit more restful. So if you do carry tension between the shoulder blades, a little bit of a lift under your head is a really good idea. She's got that little curve in her low back, that neutral curve, and then she's feeling more weight down toward the bottom half of the sacrum rather than up in the waist area. All right, and her feet are placed hip distance apart. She's got a little bend in her legs, but a 90-degree bend, and we're good to go. So I'm going to insert the ball into the ball of her foot, and just putting the contour of the ball into the ball of the foot is going to wake up all those deep stabilizers that go from foot through knee, through hip, and into the pelvis and low back. And what you might notice when your foot goes on the ball is there's like a little wobble factor that it's small and it won't last. You'll kind of organize and get stable, but that can happen sometimes. So we're going to work nice and slow. I'm going to move out of the way. So you can go ahead, Jillian, and start your inhale. So Jillian's not going to move. She's going to get that 3D inhalation. Then the exhale gets that muscular stability by engaging the abs, and the ball's going to roll out, legs going to lengthen. Finish by reaching through the heel. Let's hold this position for the inhale. And then on your exhale, same thing. Feel that stability through the breath and draw the ball in. Let's do that again. Prepare with an inhale. Exhale, making sure as you move the ball that you're melting the ribs so you don't start to go into any habits you may have about finding power in areas other than the core. Perfect. And we'll go again. So even though the leg is moving, Jillian's really sort of scanning her whole body, searching for places where there's unnecessary tension, potentially. We can get into habits like pinching our shoulders, clenching our neck. So Jillian's not too distracted by this simple movement, so she can still focus on different parts of the body as she's moving. We'll do one more, Jill. And you can put a little pressure into the ball as you stretch the leg out. Same on the return press. This sort of wakes up the back line of the leg. Excellent. Wonderful. All right, so we'll do the other side, but let's change it up a little. I want to give you another variation that's going to bump the intensity level a little bit. You could do exactly the same thing on the other side, but maybe once you feel like you're proficient at this level, you can do this. You can add a half inflated ball. So this is super soft, really squishy. So Jillian, you can get rid of that head cushion because the pelvis is going to be raised a little. We want to get her head lower. And I'll let you insert the ball underneath the pelvis. Try to center it. So now what Jillian's doing, we're trying to get into that same neutral position. You can reach your arms up so we can just see. So she still has the ribs restful. They're not visible, but they're not going to be touching the mat because her pelvis is up. But then you can see that she's got the pelvis on the cushion, and the challenge here is for her to keep the pelvis level to avoid distorting that cushion as she executes that leg slide. So I'm going to put the ball underneath the other foot. Excellent. So take a moment to get your bearings, and let's do the same thing. It's really helpful in this one before the ball moves that you think of connecting to core, but also sinking the sacrum into the ball. You can sense a little bit more support comes from the abdominals. Same thing on the way up. Sink into the ball, stabilize through the pelvis, and draw the foot in. We'll do that again. I want to add one more challenge to this one. Exhale to reach. Trying to avoid letting the pelvis get pulled up, arching the back, but also you've got to resist this rotation on the ball. Now, if you want to go one step further, I'm going to really push Jillian and get her to lift her arms up toward the ceiling. So now she's lost that base of support, that stability she gets from having her arms down. Now she's really got to rely on the width of her chest, the width of her shoulders. And let's try again. Keeping the pelvis stable. You may have to feel like you're more weighted on that stable side so you can mobilize and not fall into that working leg. Very good. Let's do that once more. Breathe here. Exhale to reach that ball away. Sinking in a balanced way on the cushion. Stay for the inhale. Fill the body with breath. Get your support from both the inhale and the exhale. Very good. All right. Have fun with that one.